For the local municipality of El Prat, where the airport of Barcelona is placed and where I come from, it's really, really very important. It's so important that to get in there, the airport is just ironically 52% of the municipality. So they are the landlords of the city in that sense. So this is one thing. So it's very important for all aspects. El Prat is known because the airport is there. El Prat has a lot of communication because the airport is there. El Prat has a quality of life because we get very slow impacts from the noise, what is supposed to be the most traumatic negative impact from an airport. But the way they use the airport, the runways specific, gets that the quality, that there is no noise problem. And then one aspect very important for the quality of the citizens is that half of the people in working life, they work at the airport. So they go biking, walking, or by public transport in 10 minutes. What this, at the present moment in any metropolitan area, for example, is a very good point for your quality of life. At the present moment, it has to be improved. But in fact, is that probably all the members of EOC has commented that we did a study about the CO2 emissions from the airport, just taking not the fly of the planes, but just the taxi and the takeoff and the landing movements. And we discovered something who puts a lot of responsibility in the metropolitan regions and the metropolitan, especially authorities, or regional authorities, if you want to say, is that 50% of CO2 around an airport is coming from the traffic. And this happens in airports so different like Gatwick, tourist airport especially, and it happens the same in Gothenburg, a business airport. So this is a very important issue. So in fact, in the Barcelona airport metropolitan region, the most important problem at the present moment is CO2 and air quality. At the present moment, it's not a problem for us because, we have a very specific geographical situation with the sea. So half of the watch is water. So this helps quite a lot. And in one side is the main industrial area of Barcelona, in the north part. So this helps too. But we have deal with the airport a very good perspective of night flights, and we have deal too with how the planes will landing, the way of the landing and the taking off, and it has been hard. But one thing is important for every person dealing with airports is that in any perspective, airports probably at the present moment are the most international place, work, machines, call it like that. So if a plane can do something in Helsinki, this plane can do the same in El Prat and can do the same in Cape Town in South Africa. So it's very important because it's very important to share information and to compare and to learn one from each other, because it's not like, oh, I can learn a lot of saving energy in buildings from Oslo city. The important is what in one hand ESC tries to tell at the European level and the national level and the regional level, regions, metropolitan areas, cities around the airports should have a voice, okay? A voice in airport issues, because at the end we always say the plane will fly very long distance, but there will be an airport to start and an airport to arrive. So, and that airports, these two airports will be in a region. Yes. But the other issue is that till this moment arrives, that mainly till we can get influence that by law is compulsory to your region, we can have every city, every region have a special relationship with the airport. Someone's good, someone bad, some moments good, for some issues good, for some issues bad. So in that, when you are able from the political point of view to get a seat on the table, then what you say. So you have to learn, because if you are in the seat where you have a seat in the table where decisions are taken. So then what? And then here you sit as a politician and say, they are talking about the slot. What they say about the slots? So that's the other very important aspect of ESC, that in the national, in the local, and the European, it's important to get a seat, but you have to know when you get the seat what to say for the interest of your region.